Who's that swing? Welcome to the fantastic John Lewis Show. Let's say hello and welcome John Lewis.
Well, thank you, Ron. I appreciate that very much. You know, Ron Jefferson, ladies and gentlemen, came all the way from California to be my host, so he's here, you know, and I'm gonna thank Ron. Who's that swing, Ron?
Thank you. Thank you, John Lewis.
And Ron, you know, we have a beautiful personality here today.
Yeah, I've heard.
Well, yes, we have a Renaissance man, Ron.
Oh, wow.
You understand? And he's a novelist,
Wow.
Ron.
Novelist.
He writes short stories.
Oh, wow.
And he's a painter.
Wow.
He noticed I'm not looking at anything, Rod. I'm
Yes.
not reading a thing, Rod. So let's say hello to Fielding Dawson.
Fielding Dawson. All right.
Fielding
Thank
Dawson.
you. Yeah. Who's that swing?
Now, I noticed here, Fielding, that this struck me. And I know you were involved in prisons. And I'm looking at this paperback, A Bright Spot in the Yard.
It's by Jerome Washington.
Jerome Washington?
Right.
Yes.
He's in Greenhaven.
Yes.
Greenhaven's a maximum security prison outside of Poughkeepsie.
Yes.
And that's where I met him when I was up there last fall.
Yes.
He's a brilliant man. This is a great book.
Great book.
Great book. Bright Spot in the Yard.
What affiliations? Yeah, you want to show it? That's nice.
Sure.
Yeah, you can show it. Yes. So, what affiliation do you have with the prison system? What
Well,
do
I'm
you do?
teaching. I'm teaching out at the House of Detention for Men on Rikers Island.
Yes.
And I also am teaching, that's a creative writing class, and I also teach on Friday evenings at Bayview Prison, which is for women, and that's on
Yes.
West 20th Street in Manhattan, way west, right by the river.
But how did you get involved in that area of
Well,
pursuit?
it's a kind of a long story, but I mean, well, okay.
You can make it short.
Okay, I'll make it short. Last May, I had a non-academic teaching job in Buffalo, and while I was there, I was invited to lead a writer's workshop at Attica
Yes.
for 6 hours, 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I did that. And I came out of that prison, and that's a heavy place,
Yes.
if there ever was one.
Now, may I inject something?
Sure.
I'm gonna cut you off. Were you there at the time Rockefeller sent the troops in?
No, that was in '72. This was last year.
Oh, this was last year.
Just
okay.
last May.
Yes.
So all this is very new to me. And so anyway, I did the workshop, and the caliber, I mean, the intellectual, caliber, the intellectual, poetic, artistic, spiritual, character and the intelligence, the sensitivity of those men who were in Attica, the poets and the writers, just really overwhelmed me. And so I thought to myself that if this kind of creativity, this kind of intelligence is behind bars, something is really wrong.
Wrong. Yes. What do you think?
Something is really wrong.
What do you think is wrong?
Okay. Well, I think it's a crime that so many creative people are in prison. So anyway, I made a point to myself to, in my own way, do what I could. So I got back to New York and I set up a bunch. Make a long story short, I gave a reading. I read some of my short stories at Greenhaven, and we did a little workshop afterwards. Then I was out at Arthur Kill, that's a medium security prison on Staten Island, and I did that there. And I tried to get a teaching job at Sing Sing, but I was interviewed by the wrong guy. But I got into Sing Sing. So like I know what Sing Sing is like.